I want you to remember yourself in your early 20s. Now, I know for some of us that was a long time ago. I'm getting to the farther end of the scale myself. And perhaps there's a few of you thinking, wait, you want me to remember 5 years into the future? Yes. I want all of you, no matter where you are in life now, to imagine yourself in the prime of early adulthood. And I want you to imagine that 1 year you went really hardcore for Lent. Full fasts multiple days a week, feeding the poor most evenings, reading the Bible, daily Mass before work. You're in the most holy state of your life. And then, on Palm Sunday, you're deeply moved by the gospel retelling of Christ's passion, and you stay after Mass to pray in front of the tabernacle. And sitting alone by yourself in the church, you feel the deep presence of God. You get a strong sense of a specific mission that you are called to embark on. And it includes a vision that culminates with you being present for a miraculous event many years in the future. So as a young person, you set to work with great joy and anticipation. And for many years, you diligently work on your mission. Well into your mid-30s, you keep at it without even a moment of doubt. However, as many of us know, as we reach our 40s and 50s, at some point, doubt is destined to creep in. The fruits of our labor are not as obvious as we'd like them to be, and in this case, no miracle is forthcoming. And so you doubt. It's not bad at first, but as the decades wear on, the doubts grow stronger. Am I making progress? When will this great event I was promised occur? How much longer must I work to this end? And you doubt even the vision. You say, was that blessed vision I received real, or was it a delusion? It was now so many years ago. And yet you soldier on. Through your 60s and 70s, you press on. And as you continue into your 80s, you reach the point in life where you are forced to confront that you may not have many years left. And you have been doing this good and holy work that you were called to now for over 60 years. And in that time, there hasn't been a single hint, a single sign that this vision you have been promised might soon be fulfilled. Almost everyone, if faced with this reality, would likely struggle with despair. How much longer, Lord? When will you fulfill what you've promised? This is the backdrop with which we must understand the central verse in today's gospel as proclaimed by Simeon. Because like this vision, he has diligently served in the temple his whole life. And he was approaching the end. And I'm sure he had moments of strong doubt and despair as the years wore on. Would he ever see this Christ he was promised? And then it happens. The thing he was promised occurs. He sees the Christ child presented before him. Imagine his relief. Imagine the consolation. That is how you have to hear these words. Now, Master, you may let your servant go in peace, according to your word, for my eyes have seen your salvation. It's a wonderful moment of great grace, one that we should all aspire to, whatever we are called towards. Now, most of us have not reached these late points of our lives yet. And so to really bring this point home, I think we must come back full circle. And luckily, we don't have to go too far, because in today's gospel passage, standing before Simeon was Mary with her son Jesus. She, like Simeon, had received a vision in her youth. Sure, it had just happened, but make no mistake, she too was given a mission to serve. She too was given a beatific vision of the completion of that mission. And one wonders if she saw in Simeon's words the trials, the doubt, the despair that were likely the backdrop for his words of gratitude. Could she see the road ahead for herself through what she saw in Simeon? If you made me guess, I actually don't think she would have. God protects us from what we are not yet ready for. And when we're in our early adulthood, we're not ready for the troubling truths of what lies ahead, what that inevitably is in our future. And out of mercy, God protects us from being too aware of what is to come. Because for all of us, there are days of doubt. There are days of despair. That even when we do things right, there will be times when things are not going to work out the way we hoped, or at least not on the timeline we had envisioned. So for me today, I think today's readings call for us to be thankful for the journey of life, no matter what stage we are at. Let us have gratitude for the many gifts that God gives us, the gifts of purpose and mission, the strength he gives us to carry on through the tough times. And finally, let us pray that as our days grow short, we too will know the peace of Simeon as we make our final preparations for our journey to heaven.